guys, Fluffy's here and welcome back to Fluffy Christmas 2023. Today we are going to be making DIY illustrated Christmas cards. So here is a times 20 time lapse, which this took about an hour to draw. I edited it out and sped it up real fast. Me illustrating the first part of the cards. So this is on paper because I find illustrating easier on paper than I take it into Photoshop, clean it up and fix whatever I need to fix. And I find that a whole lot easier. And it gives it more of a rustic, unique kind of look, in my opinion. Anyways, I draw out the rough outline, then I ink it in with my black marker, which I love. I had them for college. They are the Micron markers. Pigma Micron 05 is the one I used. I love that marker. Now I color it. I decided I'm gonna draw the whole thing on the paper and then scan it to Photoshop. But I did scan it just in case I mess up the color. I'm not doing a face on the Grinch here. And then my snowman. A bunch of different blues. I think it's nice and fancy. I'm intentionally coloring it like that. Give him a red scarf and a nice fancy red hat. Seeing if you could draw on that. I was going to draw another card, but it didn't work. See here, I copied it. Now I'm measuring out the size I need for Photoshop. Over here we are in the Photoshop. Those were some Remembrance Day things I did for my design account over on Instagram. So that's where that's from. My Photoshop is giving me the Wheel of Death. There we go. So I take a picture, I scan it in. Basically, that's not actually the term, but I take it in, I delete all the background colors first, which is actually pretty simple on this one. Then I make it transparent. This is just so that I can use it on, I don't know, whatever else. We did projects like this in college, so that's where I got this technique from. This one here is a little more tricky to get all of the paper color away. It's better if you have plain white paper. This paper has a bit of a brown tone to it. That's fine. It's easy enough to get rid of. Then I went in and cleaned up my lines, made things smoother, fixed a bunch of stuff basically, which you'll see. This is a nice part in Photoshop that I can do this without having to start over. And if I wanted to change the Grinch's leg position, for example, I wanted him, I don't know, standing a different way or whichever, I could easily do that in Photoshop. This time I wasn't really wanting to do that, so I didn't. See here, I did blur it, so now you can't see it. Then I crop the Grinch. And that is done. When I'm illustrating, I like to reference copyright-free images, and I also just like to look at them, but I don't copy them at all. Right? So I don't trace or anything, I just use them as a reference photo. Here I'm mapping out the size of my card. Those smaller cards, the I don't know, 5x8 or something like that. I'm just getting ideas. I'm not actually making the cards in Photoshop. I use Illustrator to situate it. I would have had it done in Photoshop easily. Illustrator easily. But when I went to print it, it made them huge. So you'll see. Then I moved to Canva. I didn't use Canva really. I just used it for the size. And I printed it out, right? But here I'm choosing fonts. I chose fonts for about an hour. Finding fonts in Photoshop finding fonts for a project takes ages, because the perfect font and the perfect image tied together perfectly makes a design from bad to amazing. So I didn't realize that Illustrator wasn't recording. So there's Wishing You a Grinchy Christmas is the first card. So I designed everything in Illustrator and then I moved it over to Canva just for printing purposes. This one I googled some cute quotes, and I got a font off my font website thing. And I credit it at the back of the card. And then I took the red from the hat. Kind of messing around here. Stay cozy this Christmas, and I want to arch it the opposite way so it goes up instead of down like that. You'll see what I mean in a second. Like that. So it's kind of like he's in a little, I don't know. I like how his arms are like up like that. I really like this. I'm actually really proud of this design. I think it's adorable. So yeah, I credit the font here, my logo, my design logo. Here we are in Canva. As I show you, I literally just screenshotted it. I was testing to see if it would print properly. Excuse me, I'm tired. Ugh. So I put one of those folders for better cardstock. So it's like it's brown, but it's like a cardstock. I think you know the folders you put documents into, like file folders. I use those for cards because I like the texture of the paper, and also it's thick enough to be a card. And I'm singing. So if you like, what is she doing? I'm singing. Because this is my test. This is the right size. I'm cutting it out perfectly. I'm just changing the music. And there we go. Stay cozy this Christmas. And I didn't do anything on the inside because I didn't think it would print properly anyways. So like I drew to the person from me, and then like a little dance break, and then a little like personalized message. Sending these out to 2 people. But like I put a little personalized message in there for them. If I had anyone else to send cards to, I would also design a new illustration. This is easy enough. Spent a good 2-3 hours on these cards. See, it's blank inside. Take out my good old marker. Then I sign them. Just testing to see if it could write on it. This is a silver and gold marker. The silver doesn't show up as good as the gold one does. Anyway, so this is card 1. I'm signing it. This says Merry Christmas. Say cozy this Christmas. And there's the Grinch. So I printed out both of them. That's for the thumbnail. And FYI, I am in my pajamas. So that's why I'm wearing that black cat shirt, because those are pajama shirts until actually Halloween. Where I wear it on Halloween day, but I'm just wearing a little pajama shirt. Anywho, here's the process of the other card. So there's another manila folder. I call it manila folder, but they're not called that. So I cut it in half, right? Then I cut the tab off. And it's a perfect size for a piece of paper. It fits in my printer and it prints nice. It's basically cardstock, just not white cardstock. Which I work at an art supply store, so technically I could buy some cardstock, but I don't feel like giving them my money for that. Anywho, send that to print. You can see in the back, there it goes, down. There we go. The black lines that are on there just indicate where I need to cut. I send cards out because I enjoy making them. I don't know if the people I send them to even like them or care that I do, but I keep every card anyone ever gives me. So, yeah, but here we are. Just fold it nicely. And that Let It Snow card is one I received in the mail. Not to me, but the person who got them gave them to me. I use them as decor, they're cute. Oh, there we go. My nail polish is chipped, I gotta fix that. Yeah, but there's the Grinch card. And I'm gonna sign it like I did the snowman. Bada bing, bada boom. Simple as simple can be. There we go. I outlined it in black marker. But that is simple as simple can be. Take my good old marker. and sign that bad boy. When these markers do run out, I'm going to buy more because I love them. They're for college, but I do adore them. I use them to write in my calendar. I use them to sign things. I use them all of the time. Now you can tell my hair's a mess in that angle. Oh my gosh. It was early in the morning when I did this. I don't usually go downstairs and film until I'm ready, but I had a job interview later. And I wanted to get this done before then, so it's the only reason I am not dressed. It's because I had a job interview in an hour, and I had to get ready for a job interview in an hour, and I didn't feel like getting dirty after I did that because I get ticket scratchings everywhere. Anywho, there we go. There we have it. DIY illustrated Christmas cards. Then I put them in the envelope, put stamp on, and mail them out. They should be at the people's intended addresses as we speak. Anyways, anytime is gaming time. Till next time, guys. This is Fluffykins Gaming signing out. Bye, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And if you don't celebrate, happy holidays. Bye.